I want to take us back to that inquest today, the moment outside where the families came out hand in hand singing "I'll Never Walk Alone." Let's just take a listen to that song. Quite a powerful moment there, them singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and this is a song that is very much connected with the sport.
Well, absolutely. It's actually a song that was written for a musical, Carousel, if you're into your musicals.
Yeah.
It was adopted by Liverpool Football Club in the early 1960s, and it's a really wonderful song. It's very powerful. You're right, it has become a football song, but essentially it's Liverpool's song. And the lyrics came to really represent this monumental struggle. You know, at the end of the storm, there's a golden sky. Don't be afraid of the dark. Walk on with hope in your heart. You'll never walk alone. And it really came to represent the struggle. And Liverpool fans, when they sing this song now, and when they have done for the last 27 years, it's kind of taken on another meaning altogether, but a very, very poignant meaning. And I must say that when these families came out onto the court steps earlier on today and quite spontaneously broke into a rendition of this, it was very, very emotional. It was very powerful. And a lot of these family members aren't necessarily football fans. They're the parents of football fans, or they're the kids of football fans who perished on the terraces. But the song has come to represent so much, and that really was just an amazing moment.
It was an incredible moment. Don Riddell, great to have you with us, and great to have your perspective on all of this. Thank you. Well, journalist Graham Beecroft was covering the match when the chaos broke out at Hillsborough, and he described it all for his listeners on the radio. Only later did he find out that two of his friends had been killed. He joins me now via Skype from Liverpool. Graham, thank you so much for being with us. I am really sorry for your loss. Two friends killed that fateful day. What did it mean to you when you heard that 27 years later today that the behaviour of the fans played no role in this tragedy?
I think, you know, to me, and more especially to the families, it was a massive, massive relief, because this was a campaign, sadly, I have to say, mounted by South Yorkshire Police to besmirch the name of the Liverpool fans, to try to put the blame for that disaster onto the Liverpool supporters. In Liverpool, the families knew and everybody knew that this was the case, but it needed to be spread around the country. It needed to be spread around the world that this wasn't the case. And thankfully, the inquest has shown those lies for what they were, and Liverpool supporters have been vindicated in that respect. So, you know, it was a massive sign of relief for me, and certainly for the families. This is a massive, massive weight off their minds, because not only had they lost loved ones there who went out to a football match never to return, but they'd also, almost worse than that, been accused of killing their fellow supporters. And so it's very difficult to understand, really, how much of a relief this must be to them.
Yeah, an incredible relief. And of course, you were there the day it happened, broadcasting. You watched as this horror unfolded. Take us back to that day, what you remember.
It was a very nice day. It was a pleasant day, and I remember getting to the ground quite early, and the police presence was quite heavy there already, and quite a confrontational presence as well, as I went to take my seat in the stand very early to get set up and ready to broadcast. And you could see, as the crowd was building, that the middle two pens in the Leppings Lane end were filling up, and the outside pens were much less full. And as the day went on, this got more and more the case, so that when the game started, you just felt, well, they're getting crushed in there an awful lot, but everything must be okay. The police must have sorted out. They must know what they're doing. And of course, at 6 minutes past 3, I should say, the game was stopped because people were climbing over the fences. And originally I think like everybody else, that this was an act of football hooliganism rearing its ugly head again. But it very soon became apparent that there was no fighting on the terraces, that there was no element of that in any way, shape or form. So why would people therefore want to jump on the pitch, especially as Liverpool had started the game well and had just struck the crossbar, in fact, at one end of the ground. And very quickly, it appeared that there was a problem, people starting to be hauled up into the seating above the standing terraces at the Leppings Lane end to get out of the crush. And straight away, the referee had stopped the game. And then as things went on, when I'd been there to commentate on a football match, I then became a reporter at a news item, and a very tragic news item indeed.
It was certainly a very tragic event, and today, thankfully, some justice for the families of those 96 people, including a 10-year-old boy. Graham Beecroft, great to have you with us. We'll have to leave it there for now, but thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.